Hello, fourth graders. Welcome to lesson 6.6. Compare fractions using benchmarks. Please pause to write the lesson number and title in your notebook. Today's lesson objective is I can compare fractions using benchmarks. Please pause to write the lesson objective in your notebook. This lesson has one vocabulary word. Our vocabulary word is benchmark. A benchmark is a known size or number that we can use to compare other numbers. For example, we could use a benchmark of 0, 1/2, or 1 to know about how big or how small a fraction is. For example, if we use 3/4, well, if we put it on a number line that we split into fourths, we can see that 3/4 is bigger than 1/2, but smaller than 1. We could also look at the number 7/8. 7/8 is almost 1, so it's bigger than half, but smaller than 1. If I use the example of 1/8, 1/8 would fall on our number line right here, 1/8. 1/8 is bigger than 0, but smaller than 1/2. If we have a familiar number to use, sometimes comparing numbers is easier. Please pause to write the lesson vocabulary and example in your notebook. Let's begin by reading the Unlock the Problem. It says, Zach made a popcorn snack. He mixed 5/8 gallons of popcorn and 1/2 gallons of dried apple rings. Here's our question. Did he use more dried apple rings or more popcorn? So we are comparing the numbers 5/8 and the numbers 1/2. We want to know, is one bigger? Is one smaller? How do they relate to each other? One way we can do this is by comparing with fraction strips or a model to show the size of each of these. So we can look at, if I have 1/2, then it looks like this, 1/2. This whole thing would be a whole, but I want the whole, I just want 1/2. And I want 5/8. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And look, if we look straight down the middle, we know that because the 5/8 is farther along, the 5/8 is bigger than 1/2. So 5/8, remember the alligator goes towards the bigger one, 5/8 is bigger than 1/2. So Zach used more popcorn than he did apples. We can also do this by looking at examples of how numbers are represented. In number 1, it says, what are 5 other ways that we could represent 1/2? So if you think we have 1/2, I could also write that as 2/4. I could write that as 3/6. I could write that as 4/8. I could also write it as 5/10. And what we notice about all of these is that for the numerator, that it is half of whatever the denominator is. 5 is half of 10. 4 is half of 8. 3 is half of 6. Okay, so we want to know how many eighths would be equivalent to 1/2, since we're looking at eighths up above. So if I'm looking at eighths on the bottom, I want to know what half of 8 is. Well, half of 8 is 4. So we know that if we made them a common denominator, I would have 5/8 and 4/8. And then we can compare without using a model by knowing that 5 is bigger than 4. 5 is bigger than 4. So that means that 5/8 is bigger than 1/2. let's do our next example. It says, a family hiked the same mountain trail. Evie and her father hiked 5/12 of the trail before they stopped for lunch. Jill and her mother hiked 9/10 of the trail before they stopped for lunch. And here's our question. Who hiked further before lunch? So we want to use half again as a benchmark, and we want to know who hiked more than half or less than half, and who hiked more. So first we're going to do 5/12. And you can see we've split our number line here into 12ths. And we want to color in 5 of them to show 5/12. So 5/12 is right here. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5/12. Okay, and then on our other side, we're going to color 9/12. And 9/12 is all the way over here on the right. It's almost one whole. So we're going to color in 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, if we compare those two, and we compare them to half, half is right here. So 5/8, since it comes to the left, is smaller than 1/2. And 9/8, since it comes to the right of 1/2, is larger than 1/2. So if we want to compare the two numbers to each other by using 1/2, we could say that 5/12 is smaller than 1/2, and 9/12 is larger than 1/2. And since 5/12 is less than half, and 9/12 is more than half, we know that 5/12 is smaller than 9/10, because 9/10 is almost a whole. So Jill and her mother hiked more than Evie and her father before lunch. We will continue with questions 4 and 5 tomorrow in class. Great job! You're almost finished. Go back to your teacher's website and complete your exit slip. See you tomorrow!